Hello, everyone. Welcome to week 2 of the new membership education program, or what we like to call MEP. Today, we will be discussing the business team. So this is what we'll be going over today. We'll be talking about the MEP timeline. We'll do a business team structure overview. We'll do the goals of 2022-2023. We'll talk about meetings. We'll then discuss management roles, member roles, and then go into Q&A. We are on week 2 of the MEP program, which discusses the business team. The business team structure is as follows. To give you an idea of what the business team does is we make the team function. Without us, the team would not be able to work as it does today and be as organized and as efficient. So we are really the backbone of the team. As you can see, 5 people report to the business team lead, the strategy lead, project management lead, operations lead, outreach lead, and then marketing lead. Within the last 3 leads, what you can see is there are a variety of people that report to them. So I'm going to give everyone about 15 seconds just so they can see this structure. All right, so now moving on, what we'll be talking about is 2022-2023 goals. So these are goals that the business team lead of this academic school year has put together. So what they would like to do, or he or she would like to do, is implement a standardized communication system, create new management and member roles, design structured transfer of knowledge, so new positions are expected to document what they do, or old positions. This basically facilitates that transfer of knowledge. We would like to integrate new members through the MEP program, the new membership onboarding program, which consists of 11 weeks that are 30-minute sessions. And then we would like to adhere to corporate standards with processes and just how we run the team. The meeting structure. So everyone is expected, the whole business team, to meet the first Sunday of every month after the general body meeting, which we call SUPs, and we will meet for 45 minutes for building team relations. Then there will be a management meeting that occurs 30 minutes weekly. This is composed of the business team lead, the strategy lead, the project management lead, the operations lead, the outreach lead, and the marketing lead. So this is more of the upper management of the business team that can discuss high-level goals. Next, we have the business sub-team meetings, which is kind of confusing, but these are the business mini team meetings. And these are 30 minutes weekly, and they're composed of the sub-team lead and members. The last 2 bullet points, those meetings will be figured out with the individuals that have to go to them. And then if there are any scheduling needed for reservations, those individuals will need to reach out to the business team lead to reserve. Now let's go into management roles. So the strategy lead. I'm not going to read all of this, nor for the next few positions that come up, or all the positions that come up. I'm just going to try to hint upon the high-level items with the strategy lead and the positions that come after this. So the strategy lead is really to be able to or have strategy behind what we do. So they're going to conduct research and then make sure that our business team goals, processes, and then how we allocate our resources is the best way possible. They will work very closely with the project management lead. And then the project management lead, they are going to define the project scope and objective for all the projects that occur on the business team. They will do a lot of scheduling and project updates, and then measuring our performance on projects. This is very much what you could think of as, if you've ever heard of Gantt chart, they will be working really closely with that. Now, the operations lead. The operations lead will brainstorm initiatives and projects for the operations team members. They are expected to communicate a lot with the project management lead and just be knowledgeable about all the operation team member positions. They will also adhere to one other operations team role. So they will have Yeah, so they will be able to choose that. Next, the outreach lead, very similar to what I just said before, except it all involves outreach. The one thing I do want to note here is this will be a lot of reaching out to those that are not internal to the team. So they just have to make sure that they are up to the standards professionally when reaching out. The marketing lead does the same exact thing. The one thing I want to note here is they validate all marketing team material before it gets before publication. So basically that means before it gets posted or printed or any type of way shared outside of the internal team. And then now on to member roles. So within operations, we have an accountant. So they're just doing the financial statements, making sure we adhere to new accounting policies, so new ways of going through the process, and then they're going to audit on a monthly basis. The financial analyst is going to do a lot of analytical work with forecasting, reporting, project support. They'll be involved with the annual budget and developing models. All in all, so we can make the best decisions with the money we are given through grants and then sponsors. The operations analyst will work closely with sub-teams. They're the liaison between the business team and the other sub-teams, which notes the next thing I want to hit upon, the cross-departmental engagements. They will primarily engage with other sub-team members, and then they'll also be able to produce videos from this. The website development engineer is bridging the gap between business and technical. They're going to take UI, UX design and put it into actual code, along with providing some functionality. The apparel chair, this acts as the liaison with third-party vendors. So they're basically just designing our merchandise and making sure that it could adhere to everything we want it to. They're also going to make sure that the merchandise is distributed to all team members that purchase it. And they will do this via communicating with team members. And then if there are any issues regarding any errors, someone's missing something, they'll be the ones that fix that. Now on to outreach. So there is a new membership education chair. They're the one leading this program during the fall semester on Sundays from 1 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. They'll communicate member expectations. They'll familiarize new members. They're the ones that are the bridge between new members and the business team. The professional development chair, they are the one that are delivering professional learning curriculum through PowerPoint and making sure there's that ongoing content flow between UWRT members and professional development learning. They will be engaging with industry partners for learning shops as well. The social event share is super easy. They just have to plan one social event per month and make sure they can organize it via virtual platforms we can communicate on. The K-12 outreach coordinator, they conduct community education programs, and then they develop the training programs for staff and volunteers, and they make sure all the paperwork and reporting requirements is done. One thing I want to note here is you will also be participating in the program. So you're not just planning and coordinating it, you'll also be there. The recruitment coordinator is involved in evaluating our organizational development plans. So who do we need on the business team? They will be doing effective recruiting plans, and then they're going to do a recruitment event, be involved with the involvement fair, and then plan an additional event. On to marketing. The public relations coordinator, they're doing week-to-week management of our social medias. Our social medias currently consist of LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter. So they'll be doing a lot of social media and interaction in overall just managing it. Our corporate relations coordinator, they're going to secure sponsorship and cultivate new partners, get previous partners we've had. They're the ones bringing in the money and who will work with the corporate relations individuals I talked about last week in week 1 of the MEP program, Debbie and Holly. So I will make sure, or I won't, the business team lead will make sure that this individual is in contact with those people. And then the programming and member engagement coordinator, they just write copy for everything. Specifically, I want to note the newsletters. And they're going to collaborate with operations analysts to understand the messaging that needs to be there. And they just are going to be brand consistent and make sure everything is brand consistent that we put out. If you have any questions, please go to the person you report to, or go to the new membership education share. Last but not least, you can go to the business team if needed. That is all I have for you today. I know that was a lot. I know that was a lot of words on one slide. So feel free to pause this and go back, or go back and then pause this. Also feel free to watch again. I look forward to seeing you guys all in week 3.